I never thought buying an old mountain house would turn into a full-blown neighborhood drama. When I first saw the place, it was covered in ivy, the paint peeling, windows foggy with age, but I could see the potential. I had big plans to renovate it into a cozy getaway, far from the chaos of city life. Everything was perfect, until Karen showed up. Karen was the type of neighbor everyone warns you about, nosy, entitled, and with a flair for creating problems out of nothing. I was unloading my tools and paint when she strolled up, looking as if she owned the mountains themselves. She casually mentioned that her parents might need a change of scenery, and implied they could move in temporarily while I worked on the house. I laughed nervously, thinking she was joking, but Karen never joked. She pulled out her phone and started sending me pictures of her parents' furniture, saying they'd be comfortable here in no time. At first, I tried reasoning with her, explaining I had purchased the house for myself, and renovations would take months. Karen's expression didn't change. She simply smiled in a way that made my stomach twist. That's when I realized she wasn't asking. She was planning. My dream of a peaceful mountain retreat suddenly felt like a hostage situation. After a week of subtle invasions, checking my mailbox, commenting on my paint choices, and helpfully suggesting changes to the floor plan, I knew I had to take action. I installed a sturdy gate at the entrance and changed the locks. The first morning after, I saw Karen lurking at the edge of my property, hands on her hips, looking like she had just been defeated in some epic battle. Have you ever had a neighbor who just wouldn't take no for an answer? Someone who seemed determined to invade every corner of your life? Because that's exactly what Karen was doing. I watched from my porch as she stomped down the driveway, muttering about rights and tradition. Meanwhile, I finally felt the relief of controlling my own space. The mountain air felt sweeter, the birds chirped louder, and I could finally imagine painting walls, fixing the roof, and turning this old house into the sanctuary I had dreamed of, all without Karen peeking through the windows. Sometimes, protecting your peace takes more than fences. It takes being bold enough to say no, lock the gate, and never let entitled people dictate your dreams.